Teddy do anything today, and how's he coming along?
Yeah, he's going to be able to practice some today, with the restrictions that guy coming off concussion has to go through per the league.
But is he technically out of the concussion protocol?
No, not yet.
Any other changes from the guys who did not practice yesterday?
Well, Teddy's limited. I'm not sure what we said yesterday. Spencer's limited. Sertan's limited. Gordon limited. Mintz, Glasgow, Reisner, Browning are all limited. Full is Browning, Harris, Vaughn, and Bobby Massey. Justin Simmons, he's got a little something with a finger. He's full. And a new one, Albert was, hurt his hamstring yesterday, and he won't practice today.
They're concerned he maybe can't play Sunday?
Possible, yeah.
Are Glasgow and Reisner going the right direction for Sunday? And
I think so.
When do you think the earliest Ronald Darby might be able to get in there? And I saw you elevated him off IR yesterday, correct?
Right, so he can start his practice.
Start his practices.
Yeah, he could possibly go this week. He's on the, when they said his injury would be, 3 to 4 or 3 to 5 when he had it. This is right at the 3-week mark. So we're kind of watching him and see how he does. He did fine yesterday, and see if he can do a little bit more today.
When you watch that Pittsburgh defense, do they have similarities to the Ravens when they walk up the line of scrimmage and disguise? You think is that something you can play off what you just experienced in terms of adjusting?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, and Pittsburgh's always had, been a pressure team. They're not doing it quite as much this week, but, they could always turn it on. I'm sure they have it there. And, there's some carryover.
No, will you split Teddy's reps today? Will you go with the starter or so?
Yeah.
Lloyd Cushenberry had kind of a baptism by fire, obviously, last year. What do you think about his play so far this year, and especially dealing with the young guards last week?
Yeah, I think Cush is, noticeably better than he was last year, which you would expect from a guy going into a second year. And we've been pleased with his play. And I think he did a good job with the two rookie guards on both sides of him last week.
Where does he have room to grow here going forward?
Nowhere glaring specifically. Just keep growing. Play a little stronger. Be a little more decisive with his technique late in the down, and nothing glaring though.
What have you seen from David Moore over the last week, and do you feel like he's maybe getting more comfortable with the offense each day?
Yeah, he's definitely more comfortable now than he was last week, which is understandable. He came in here and got crash course on learning the plays, learning how we want routes run, etc. And he's shown improvement yesterday.
How would you evaluate overall how Surtain has handled the added responsibility here while Ronald's been out?
Good.
What have you seen from him in particular over the last few weeks that you've liked?
Yeah, he's played good. He's had some big plays for us. The interception against Jacksonville was a big-time play. The big breakup against the Jets was a big play. No, he's been everything we hoped he would be.
Eric Saubert's made an impression on special teams. What do you think, his capability? What's your confidence if Albert can't play, him as that number 2 tight end and his playmaking ability?
Good. Saub's a veteran with good football instincts, really knows his position well, knows how to play it. He's been a really good addition for us, and, he'll go in there and do a good job.
Vic, when cuts were made, what was the message to Seth Williams about where he had to kind of get better as a pro, and what have you seen from him, in the months since?
Yeah, he just had to become a pro, like you said, taking every rep every day, very serious. Learn the offense a little better. When I say learn it, learn the details of it, and just grow and mature as a professional player.
Coach, I know you grew up on the other side of the state, but y'all were there last year with no fans. How different is a Steelers game when the crowd's there with the terrible towels?
Yeah, they're they're well known for their fans there, and deservedly so. They got great fans all across the country, and it's a really good stadium. They support their team through thick and thin, and it will be a revved up stadium, I'm sure.
Hey, You mentioned on Monday sending a couple of things to the league office on those 2 hits. Did you hear back on whether those should have been penalties?
I did, and I'm not sure I'm supposed to share it with you, but you can figure it out.
That'll be a good.
He's telling.
So when you get a response, or the response you expect when you turn it in, how do you, I guess, go forward?
You know, what do you do, you know?
You signed Avery Williamson the other day at the practice squad. Him being such a veteran, how easy is it for him to get up to speed quickly?
You know, it should be over the long haul easier for him, you know, because he is a veteran and he's experienced a lot of different systems throughout his career. But early on, it's a lot. You know, he's got a lot thrown at him, especially at a position like inside linebacker where you're heavily involved in the run, heavily involved in the pass. And there's a lot going on in there. But I do think he'll pick it up quicker than most.
What do you think of how Malik Reed has done the last few weeks, especially compared with him in his starting work last year?
Good. I mean, he's picked up right where he has the last 2 years when he's been forced into action, and he's much more comfortable, I think, and playing like we expect him to play. You know, he's done good.
Where's Bradley Chubb at in his rehab?
He's doing good. He's still a ways away, you know. He's not ready to do much yet, but he'll be back, but not in the real near future.
Hayward has been a stalwart for the Steelers for a lot of years on the defensive line. What makes him so good, even as a older veteran?
Yeah, I've always followed him and watched him. I was, you know, his dad, Craig, was with us in New Orleans. We drafted him. And so I've kind of always followed him. And he's a hell of a player. He's real stout against the run, good pass rusher, chases the ball, good instincts. He's played there his entire career, so he knows the system. They've moved him around. He's really one of the top D linemen in the league, interior D lineman.
Coach, Vaughn gets compared to J.J. Watt because they came in the draft together, but do you see more similarities between him and T.J. Watt?
Well, yeah, because number one, by the position they play the same position basically. So yeah, there's more similarities between those two than J.J.
How good's T.J.?
Really good. He's got tremendous ability, which is obvious, but what puts him over the top is his football instincts and football acumen. He really understands the game, makes good decisions, and he's fun to watch when you're not playing him. Yeah, he's close. Yeah, real close. Maybe, but you know, I don't think Melvin's injury is. He'll practice today, and I think he'll be fine.
All right, thank you, Vic.
All right, thank you.